Welcome to the Relatable podcast, a safe space for open and honest conversations created for Black people.
This podcast explores how we relate to one another in our intimate connections, friendships, family, and everything in between. Hosted by 3 Caribbean women. I am Fiona, a single mom.
I'm Sherween, a very near empty nester.
And I'm Chantal, a free-spirited monogamist. Relatable, because a shared journey brings hope. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Relatable. Your favorite girls are back after our summer break. But let me be clear. It is still summer. I'm not really feeling all these people already talking about pumpkin spice lattes. People, it is summer.
That have nothing to do with us.
Listen, let me just stay present now.
Enjoy the summer.
And enjoy the summer, rushing people through the seasons. Yo. So anywho, welcome to Relatable. Summer 2025. Oh gosh.
I'm still
so
enjoying
nice.
my summer.
Hey, listen, me too. Sherween and Fiona, how are you doing?
Sherween.
Why is it over to Sherween first?
How am I doing?
How are you doing, Sherween?
I'm doing good. I'm doing okay.
Mm.
I'm doing okay. I'm still enjoying summer. I feel like I've just started enjoying summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, summer just starts.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to long days at the beach, doing absolutely nothing. And chilling and sleeping, resting. My God, I need to rest.
Right.
So yeah, that's where I am. I'm enjoying August.
I love that. Fiona, what about you?
I have been resting a lot.
Mm.
I'm not home. I'm in Wales, in the countryside. Deep in the countryside.
Nice.
It's very peaceful. You don't hear no cars driving around, no sirens, no nothing. It's just very, very, very peaceful. Of course, the UK is nice in the summer. There are flowers everywhere, and they have apples in the garden. And so I've been resting, and that's what I had asked for. Sherween and I had a very intense July.
Oh yes, we're gonna talk all about that. Yeah. I can't wait to get into it.
And we say, "Oi, guess we're doing nothing in August."
Yes,
we're doing nothing.
I like that.
And
I really like that. And how's your week been so far, Fiona?
I can't tell you. Things have been a blur. Because my mom is recovering from knee surgery, so I'm there with her. I'm staying with her school, like her school time friends. So they've been friends for like 60 years. And so yeah, it's just the days like merge into one another when you're doing very little. Like I'm still working. Yeah. I'm still doing my Zoom meetings and all that, but it's like it has been eating strawberries and going to seaside towns and driving around looking at fields of corn and blackberries and castles and so I'm just accepting it. I just need to make one small confession.
Tell us.
I really miss seasoning.
We listening.
Like seasoning, like spice,
We can't hear you. Why are we whispering?
I said, like seasoning and thing, seasoning,
Girl.
Okay.
So we're whispering because we feel like the people in Wales would hear us?
Yeah.
I just wanted to be clear.
She doesn't want Wales to hear. She mouthing
bad mouthing the people because they don't use seasoning.
They don't use seasoning.
Yeah.
Not all of Wales. Can I just say it's not
Wales?
Not
We
all.
love you.
Not all.
Okay. In terms of food, what is Wales known for in terms of food? What is Welsh food?
No,
What is Welsh food? I don't even know. Like, if I thought of Scotland, listen, I could name things in Scotland.
Haggis.
Ireland, same. But for Wales, like what do Welsh people, what are they known for? If I go to Wales, what must I ask for?
Lava cakes.
Lava cakes.
Oh no, sorry, lava bread.
Lava bread.
Laver is
Uh-huh.
made from lava, an edible seaweed consumed in Wales. So it's a
Oh my
seaweed bread.
goodness.
Then you have like cockles. So yeah, they have a lot of like.
Well, Fiona, you have to try the lava bread and feed back to us.
I shall in the
Please.
future. Yes.
I mean, the fact that it's often referred to as Welshman's caviar.
And you're
Okay.
Googling
So,
that.
girl.
Yes, we are.
Okay,
Yo,
yes.
they're Googling, man.
Yeah, we Googling. What
Yes.
you think Google there for? Yes, man, please. Please try it and let us know. I'm very interested in that. Okay. All right. And maybe we can rethink the Wales season.
Yes. Yes. I will revert back.
Please revert back to us. Okay. Wow. Wales, we love you. We really do.
Shani,
Yes.
how have you been, my love?
How have I been? The last week has been, I don't even know, because I'm in the midst. Okay, in case, I'm not sure if I shared this with Relatable with our listeners, that I am going to be in my first film, right?
Oh,
What? Hello? Okay. No, you didn't share it with Relatable, but you didn't share it with me and
us
you.
either.
I feel like I did.
No.
Oh,
Okay, so I was asked to audition for a film, and I was like, really? Okay. So I auditioned, and they got back to me and said that I got the part, right? And so I, with my perimenopausal foggy brain, have been really stressed about learning my lines. Okay. So I am not the main character, which is wonderful because I could not in terms of learning lines. So I have been literally just learning my lines for this film. The crew has already landed here on Nevis, and we're filming this weekend. And I say it's my first film because I think you and Fiona know I've always had this deep seated desire to kind of explore acting, right?
mm-hmm.
So this opportunity came up, and I didn't audition until the last minute because I just didn't think. I was like, oh, you guys, I was telling other people to audition. And then someone said, is there a reason that you're not auditioning? Like, what's going on? And the director got in touch with me and she was like, we kind of want you to audition for this. So I did. And I got it. And filming takes place this coming weekend. So ideally, I should know the lines by now.
Okay, how big is this role? What's
I am playing the mother, which is so beautiful because I'm not a biological mother. I am not a mother in real life, but I get to play one. So I'm getting to play the star's mom.
all right?
Yes, yes. And I'm very excited. I actually know the person that's going to be playing my daughter. So when I got the part, I messaged her. I'm like, I'm going to be your mom. And she was like, oh my God. So it's very cute. Yeah. So I'm very excited. And it's funny because my sister said, you keep on saying it's your first film. I'm like, yes, because there will be more.
Yes,
Indeed.
yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes. I did a read through with the director last week, and she was so happy with my read through. She barely had any notes, which I've heard is not usually a thing, to not have that many notes. So yeah, and she got quite emotional. There's a part that's quite emotional, and she got quite emotional about the way I was portraying the character. So yeah. So this week I am focusing on learning my lines. My brother-in-law is here. He's an actor. And I asked him, but he's been so caught up in just enjoying his holiday with my sister and their children. I'm like, yeah, okay. But yeah, so that's what I've been focusing on last week and will be my focus this week. So, yes, my first film, guys. New
That's
things in my 50s. I'm quite proud.
that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Can you give us any inkling what the film
No,
is about?
Come on, like nah.
I
You said
can't. I can't.
no.
But
Wow.
it's a short film, which is my favorite.
Okay. All right.
It's a short, so I love
Okay.
shorts. I think it's
Okay.
actually more difficult to produce, direct, and be in shorts because you have to tell a whole fully fleshed out story
Yeah.
in like 12 minutes, 10
Mm-hmm.
minutes,
Yeah.
depending.
I
So
Okay.
yeah,
Can I
yeah,
share with you all something?
yes,
I was in a film a few years ago.
which you never told us. Wow.
No, you knew. Girl,
Oh
that's the time when
yes.
we was living together.
Oh my goodness. Sorry.
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
yes. And it was a film, and it was like I'm supposed to play basically this spirit, right?
Yes.
This like a Haitian spirit,
Yes.
whatever. And I had to speak in Creole, and so it's kind of um reminiscent of Cecile Fatima. So
Yeah.
they had painted the voodoo symbols on my hands, and
I remember.
I was just
Yes.
my head tie, white head tie, and just in all white. And I emerged down the staircase with all the smoke, and it was big production. And I'm speaking to the guy, and I'm saying to him, Ishmael, and I can't remember all the things I said, but it was basically, why have you abandoned us, and why have you
Mm-hmm.
left us, and thing. And I got so emotional, big tears come down from my eye, okay?
Yes.
As Jamaicans say, eye water, right? So so I was talking and thinking, like the tears falling down. They were so happy. He's like, "Yo, this is like the best. It's amazing. Couldn't ask
Oh.
for like a more beautiful." And the director, some weeks later, sent me the most lovely letter,
Mm-hmm.
saying like he was so grateful, and he loved the scene. And when I cried, was and then it took a while for the film, because it's been making its circuits around film festivals. It's a
Right.
short film. Yeah, so they cut out the thing of me crying.
No way. I didn't want to feel like there was a butt coming. This is filmmaking though, right? You never know if you're actually gonna make it to the final
I
cut.
said, well, so they put me there, like you see me walking down the steps, like with all the smoke, and then they just use my voice. I said, I drop eye water, like your tears fall from my eye, because it's like a big triumph for me.
Stop, Fiona. I cannot. Okay.
The film was great, but I was like, well, I guess my ego was a bit bruised.
Of course.
When
you give your all, your full crying self.
I was even surprised. I said, wow, I could actually do this.
I could actually be an actress.
Yes, I could actually. I was feeling so accomplished. Anyway,
Poor job.
I know,
It's
but
okay.
Chantal, what film I was watching? I watched it on the plane, Gladiator 2.
Oh, you saw my cousin?
No, not one.
Not once.
They're completely cut out. Those
Totally.
bastards. Cut out my cousin.
Completely and totally. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And such
I
a
watched
main
it twice.
Part.
I watched it twice.
And it's not even in the background.
Nothing. Nothing.
Well, she get paid, so I mean.
Exactly. She got her big pay. So for those of you, we probably haven't spoken about it before because I couldn't. My cousin is an actress who works. Okay, I won't say her name. She works, and for Gladiator 2, she was actually playing the wife to Denzel Washington, and spent many months a few years ago in Morocco filming. And then on the evening of the London premiere, as she was on her way to the London premiere, have on she good frock, makeup. I mean, my cousin is stunning. She's beautiful, and she's an accomplished actress. They let her know that they had to cut her character out because another character that she was playing, a lot of her scenes were with this other person. They decided that his story was no longer integral to the general narrative and plot of Gladiator 2. So a lot of her scenes then started to not make sense, essentially. So they cut her.
So
And, it
we had
happens.
two people from that film.
Yeah, it happens, but it was just the timing that really had our whole family upset. Like,
Yeah.
you must have known this before the London
Yeah.
premiere. So, yeah, we are all very much in our feelings. Okay. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
indeed. She's fine now. Trust. She's more than fine. But yeah, I guess that's the life that for those of us outside of that side of filmmaking, we're just not aware of,
It's
So
true.
it's been interesting. And I know attending the Cross Continental Forum earlier this summer really, again, exposed more sides and more perspectives of the whole filmmaking industry and process. Made me more aware of certain things in terms of distribution and co-production treaties across the islands and just how that all works. So yeah, I guess it's been a year of film so far in many ways.
Filmmaking is hard, man.
Yo,
Yes.
all
It's
of it.
hard.
Yes.
It's hard.
Respect
I loved it and I hated it at the same
at the
time.
same
I think
time.
everybody, anyone who works in it loves it and hates it too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love it and I hate it. Obviously, the outcome is
Mm,
beautiful most times,
mm.
but the process,
The process,
jeez,
man. It is
jeez,
work.
Yeah.
People
jeez.
just see the glamour, right? They just
Yeah.
see the glamour. They don't
Yeah.
listen. I still, I, you know, mm, a director made me cry once. Yeah.
Uh,
Uh-huh. A director made me cry in the editing process. We were editing and I just didn't feel listened to. And I was very young, my early 20s. And he was just so mean that I actually stopped making films. That's
Damn.
how much it impacted on me. Obviously, now in my 50s, I would have told him to go fuck himself.
of course.
But I was young and I was young in the industry as well. And I actually looked up to this person. And he was just so demeaning and discouraging and dismissive, right? So 3Ds, he was also, yeah, anyway, I won't say what the other word was.
An asshole. I can see it. I don't know him.
Yeah, but yeah. And I think he later apologized because he realized what an asshole he
You
was
were
being.
saying
Yeah, he later apologized, but
it's
really
too
put me
late
off.
though.
My first two main film experiences, I was working with men. The first one just wouldn't accept that I knew what I was talking about and knew what I was doing and wouldn't,
Sounds
yeah,
familiar.
yeah, wouldn't listen. His approach, I was like some outdated approaches. The
Mm-hmm.
editing, it made what we done look dated and just,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The it's the what was I going to say? The film industry, yes,
Hmm.
very male dominated.
Very,
This is why there tends to be like a spotlight on women directors because
yes,
it's really bad. And I think it's so ironic considering how much emotion films bring out of people.
mm,
Maybe they're crying, and then knowing like how misogynistic some of these same
yeah,
directors are the same ones who can bring out so much raw human emotion.
yes,
It is such a contrast.
yes, it is. And it's funny, I can always tell when a film is directed by a woman. The gaze is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
The way that we shoot, the way that we see, it comes from a very different space. I can always tell. And even genres that people would typically associate with men, I can always tell when it's a woman that's directed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always,
Yeah.
always. It's just very, very different. And less, I want to say, the way that they shoot women, of course, is less voyeuristic.
Mm-hmm.
It's there's not as much objectification of women when a woman is at the helm of a film that is telling a story about a woman.
Mm.
Um, and that's why I really support Ray. I support Reese Witherspoon. Sorry, she has a production company, Hello Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
I love the work that they're putting out under Hello Sunshine.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, oh
Look
yeah,
after that.
yeah. You
Well,
can
no,
always tell.
I've
Hmm.
seen her. I know she has a production company, but I've
Yeah,
never seen anything she's done.
yeah. I think I'm not sure, but I feel that Hello Sunshine, or maybe it's just that she's in it. The morning show on Apple TV. I don't know if any of you have watched that.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Obsessed. I'm obsessed with that show. I really hope they come back for another season. Um, I don't know if she has anything to do with the production end. She could do, but it's a very good series about the news world, anchoring, news anchors, broadcasting. It's just an amazing, amazing show from Apple. But I realize this episode is turning into
A film,
Yes,
like
a
film
film
just
episode, and
yes,
which is not supposed to be
which is it's
yes.
meant to be a recap of our
a
summers.
recap.
A
So
summer
Mm.
recap so far.
yeah, we're 21 minutes in to
Yeah,
all about
exactly.
film.
It's
Yeah.
okay, but that's how we go. Organic flow. Organic flows. But yes,
But
this
yes,
is our summer recap. So far, our summer so far recap, because summer, as I said at the top of the show, enough finish yet.
it's
So
not
y'all
done.
chill with the
Summer
pumpkin
yeah
spice
done.
latte and the Christmas decorations. Come on now. We're not even mid-August. Like, allow it now. Cha. We have so much going on in the world. You know, this is summer is the way that we can easily lean into joy, and let us do
Yes,
that. Okay? And
yes.
it's not that we're forgetting the state of the world. I also want to touch on that in terms of people feeling guilty for enjoying themselves, for being happy, for being grateful, for being joyful because of the state of the world and what's going on, the multiple genocides that are occurring, you know, as we watch. People are feeling guilty for having their immediate bubbles not be entrenched in war and famine. And I want to say, don't do that to yourselves.
I do not want to sound cold, or I do not want to sound like unbothered, or not.
Mm,
That's absolutely not the case. But you see the little bit of peace and happiness I have right now,
hmm.
I am cherishing that.
Please
I
do.
I am not allowing any space for guilt, sir. I'm sorry, I can't, because you see the turbulent past few months,
Yes.
and to the point where I cannot even watch the news anymore. I
Yes.
can't watch it. I do not have the bandwidth. I
Hmm.
cannot watch. I cannot. I I am enjoying my little bit of
Yes.
peace,
Please
and
do.
I'm not allowing any space for guilt.
Hmm.
None. I can't.
Hmm.
So no,
Yeah.
no, no.
I hear you. And we can have compassion. We
Oh
can
yes,
still we can still help. We can still help.
yes, for
We can
sure.
still have empathy and concern. And we can still be heartbroken by what is
Hmm.
happening consistently, right? But also we do, as you said, Sherween, we have to hold space for our own personal
Yeah.
griefs and losses, because those don't stop just because
No,
it's summer.
no,
Okay,
it don't.
they do
It
not,
don't.
they don't stop. We can still hold space for our family and friends who are going through
Hmm.
things, and still go and seek joy for
Hmm.
ourselves. All
Yep.
of those things can happen at the same time. And I
Yep.
really want to make sure that our listeners, you know, understand that, and understand that more now, more so than ever, it's so important that you tend and care for yourselves,
Hmm.
that if you have access to therapy, that you tap into that, tap into your wellness practices and rituals. Please look after yourselves. Please. Okay, it's heavy. I don't think it has let up since 2020.
Girl, that's what I was saying. I learned
Mm.
from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
COVID, you see me, I'm not putting myself through that again. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That constant worrying and constant, you know, like,
Yeah.
no, I can't.
Yep. We, we really were in a spiral of overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
It
Mm-hmm.
was
that was
it was a
crazy.
really yeah
Yeah.
That was,
retrospectively a very horrible time. It
Yeah.
was.
yes, I was mad. I'm not doing that anymore.
Mm. Mm. So,
Yeah.
Sherween and Fiona, I have been watching the unfolding of everything that you did for St. Lucia Carnival.
Yeah.
And I've been looking forward to this episode because, listeners, I need
Okay.
to tell you I was abandoned. Okay.
Wow.
I need to tell you that Fiona left me unread for a month.
Oh my
I
God.
need to share that with you
Not
guys.
me. I didn't.
No,
I didn't.
Sherween
Chantal,
did not.
Chantal,
Sherween did not. No,
Chantal,
Sherween and I had space to
Chantal.
catch up.
I did not leave you unread. I left you on unread. I even read it. You say your thing correct, you know.
Woo! Okay. So, but you know what? I wasn't mad because I know how much they were carrying in order to gift St. Lucia the things that they were gifting St. Lucia Carnival. So I wasn't in my feelings, but I was like, you wait. I'm going to put you ras on blast. Yes. Yes. I very much decided to do that with my petty Sagittarius moon self. I did.
I'll take it.
I did.
I'll take it. It's fine. I'll take it. It's fine. I mean,
You have to take it in my G. You have to take it. Honey, I used to answer, right? I used to answer.
Yes, Sherween would answer, even if it was just that we still alive, gal. Oh my God, we're going through it, gal, gal, gal. Can't wait to catch up. Even that, Sherween would answer because I was actually at one point very concerned about my friends because I know the pressure of
Oh,
putting on a
there
troop.
was a
Eh?
lot to be concerned about. At one point, the ship was sinking.
Thinking back.
Because
At
the ship,
one point, if it wasn't for the cards, Chantal, the cards
Oh,
are the only thing that came to me.
Captain, the ship is sinking.
it was
The
Captain, the
sinking.
seas
cards,
are
the
rough.
cards. Hey,
So
hey,
take
hey,
us through
hey.
it, Sherween and Fiona. Okay, let's first start
Fiona.
with letting our listeners know what we're talking about. Okay, and
What?
then we will proceed. So for St. Lucia Carnival this
Yes.
Uh-huh.
year, Sherween and Fiona, following on from their triumphant debut at St. Lucia Carnival last year, decided on a few things. Of course, they were going to return with their troupe, but also a beautiful, beautiful project, which I feel wasn't necessarily always on the cards, but then came about. So tell us about it.
I think we should start with. I think the journey kind of began.
Mm-hmm.
The journey began with me getting, because Carnival is not just Carnival in St. Lucia. Well, in the Caribbean, we have Soca Monarch, we have the
Yes.
Calypso, we have all that.
Yes.
So the journey began with me um taking on Ninja Dan as my artist. I
Yes.
be managing him
Mm-hmm.
and seeing him through to the Soca Monarch finals, which was an amazing journey. Yeah, I'll start
Mm-hmm.
with that. It was a beautiful journey. That man was really, he wasn't too sure whether he wanted to come back and sing,
Right.
but I had to draw him out to come back and sing. He came back out and he did an amazing job. We had some beautiful tracks. And then Fiona and I went to Guadeloupe, which you all know about.
Mm-hmm.
You also saw all the footage of us at Guadeloupe Carnival. And we enjoyed ourselves a little too much. A
Okay.
little too much, because when we were at the carnival, everything that came out, the spirituality, the spiritual connection, the tears, we realized, hold on a second, we need that. We want to bring that in St. Lucia. And like the two mad women we are, we sat down, somebody said, are y'all really going? We could do this next year, you know.
Hmm.
Bear in mind, we had like 3 months,
It
three
was
whole months, and
because
they said
we Carnival was late this year. Remember, Carnival
yes
was early March. So we got back. Then
in March.
when we decompress and everything, then we decided to make the decision around April,
Mm-hmm.
probably middle of April, to start doing something.
Okay.
We decided we doing this. We say we want to bring them to St. Lucia. We decided, hey, that's what we felt in Guadeloupe. We need to bring that back home. St. Lucia know what coming. St. Lucia, we want that energy in St. Lucia. And in April, we decided we're gonna do this. So April to May, May to June, June to July. That's
Mm-hmm.
barely 3 months. Okay, to bring 60 people across
Boy.
to host 60 people across from Guadeloupe to St. Lucia,
Mm-hmm.
house them, feed them, put them on the road, plan workshops, have
Okay.
and on top of that, I am managing a soca artist through to soca monarch finals. Oh,
Right.
and on top of that, my father decided now he wants to come and have the cancer. He have cancer, and on
Mm-hmm.
top of that, we have Fiona have Know Your Caribbean. On top of hey, it was just mad.
A lot.
It was mad. It was
Wow.
Hey,
we mad for true.
Like
it
when you
was
name it all out, when you list it like that, Sherween, it actually sounds insane that you
it's
guys
In
would take on
3 months.
so much.
it
I mean,
was
some of them were unexpected. You know, your dad getting
Yeah,
ill
my dad
obviously
was
wasn't
unexpected, and
planned.
I'm like, what?
Mm,
I moved to Choiseul, just build my little rooms. As I started enjoying the room, boodum.
hmm. Yes.
Yeah, and then we then decided we call Vokum, message Vokum, tell Vokum, oh, and you know we have big mouth, eh?
Hmm.
You know we have big mouth. You know we go and ask them and say, we don't know. And y'all come in. Y'all come in. Y'all come in. What? Y'all
Right.
come in. Ask us where we have the money. Ask us. Ask us ask us if we reach out to one sponsor already.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, man.
yeah,
But that's
it
how things
was
happen, though, right? You
I
have to
think
declare it first.
you do have to
Right?
declare it, but it was very humbling.
Okay.
Um because the thing is that we were dependent on the word of people,
Mm.
and then some people would not answer our calls or
Wow.
emails.
Yeah.
Some people who said they'd give something
Mm.
gave much less,
Yes.
and it's the safety nets, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so at some points it was very scary and very stressful.
Very.
Yes. Yes.
And it's I think it was a very painful and very beautiful experience to do it,
Okay. What was
Yeah.
painful about it, Fee?
because well, it boy it for me it ended up costing me a lot of
Oh,
things, in
yeah.
terms of I ended up on the brink of losing things
Oh,
because of that time,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
it was that intense, and
Hmm.
I was lapsing on my other commitments.
Right.
And right after Carnival, things came, and even during Carnival,
Hmm.
people and things that are basically my bread and butter
Yeah.
were ready to pull the plug on me,
What?
right? So that was a huge,
Okay.
but in the same breath, it was like Voku made us cry. Like I was bawling on Carnival Tuesday,
Right.
because and it was like me and Sherween, like, yo guys, so we did it, like we actually did it.
Mm.
Um and there were other elements of it. It was big triumphs. We had moments of huge triumph, like
Hmm.
when Vokum come on the road, Gil, it is very powerful. And Sherwin and I keep saying the same thing. We wanted Solutions to feel the same thing that we felt in Guadeloupe,
Mm.
and bringing it on the road. So on the Carnival Monday, First of all, we reach by the school, right? Reach by the school, they getting ready. They say, I know they're doing Masa Roku, that's important to them. So it's the mass where they're honoring the indigenous people. Okay? And we see them there, they're there in loincloths. Half of them, not half, but a few of them walk around naked because they're very open with their bodies. And they are wearing loincloths that are covered in seashells and sea fans, and they have their feathered headpieces, and they're covering themselves in the anato oil, and then boom, they go on the street. And the French bands, they put them first, they go earlier because the
Right.
pace is very fast. They're not chipping, they're not whining, they're marching. So we went, we did the circuit across Castries, which was great. It was smooth, but Castries was empty.
Oh,
There's
wow.
nobody reaching town yet. That's the place
Okay.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Nobody's there. So it was like, yo, you there and you feel like, okay, an impact is being made, but you wish more people saw. And they put in incense. The incense is what was used by the Kalinago people. Like they have all
Oh.
of those things that were so super powerful. And sorry to say, I'm saying it with my chest, but the other French groups don't do that.
Okay.
The other French groups are performing, they're playing their drums, they're doing their choreography. It's cute, it's nice, but it's not the kind of level of spirituality and purpose that Vokum does.
Okay.
So
I saw the footage, and it was, to me, just even the footage, I was like, oh, that looks so beautiful. Feels so connected. It looks like it was connecting you,
You
you know?
are. You do get connected.
Yeah.
The pace, the rhythm, the drum,
Mm.
the smoke, the whips, everything. You just get pulled into that vortex of just
Yeah.
like I don't even know how to explain it.
Mm.
Like things you see me marching up and down the road just so at how many a good few miles an hour because it's non-stop. No, you won't. But when you in it and you're doing it, you don't even notice, Chantal. That's the beauty of it. You don't
Just
even notice
beautiful.
you
Wow.
beating all that road
Mm.
and you have that energy, and the energy is beautiful and your mind free. And it's just I don't know how else to explain it other than that.
Right. So would you say then, Sherween, that all the trials and tribulations leading up to it, leading up to that particular moment, made it worthwhile?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely,
Mm.
definitely. Listen, I think for me, the one that I've learned a lot about myself as
Mm.
well, which
Mm.
is very important. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like to ask people for things.
Mm.
I don't like to ask. I don't like to, and especially when I feel like I'm begging you. Hey, I
Yes.
asked you once, I asked you twice. You'll not hear from me again. I will not
Mm-hmm.
ask you a third time.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a learning lesson, a learning curve for me because it's not even just for Vokum. It was for me as the manager of Ninja Dan as well.
Right.
A manager's role is to find money, find the
Okay
sponsor,
then.
find the money,
Okay.
all them things too. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it because hey, I asking you for just some time, just
Mm.
a listening ear, and you ever want to give me that, and I have to come and
Yeah.
beg you for money again. She didn't have too much pride for that.
Mm.
I saw that in myself. I know I don't have what it takes for me to be
Mm.
asking, calling out people, beg for money and stuff like that. I
Mm.
can't do it.
Mm.
I get vexed. I
It's
get put off for
interesting,
doing it.
right? It's
Yes,
very, and I say
yes,
that because you saw me last year. You were here with me last year
exactly,
when people were letting me
exactly.
down over and
Yes,
over and over again.
yes, yes,
And
Chantal.
you saw that. And the lessons, I was still paying off stuff up to March from
Yeah,
having a troop last year. And I have no problem saying it because I know how fucking hard it was,
yeah.
right?
I mean, the good thing for us was
Hmm.
in the end, some
Mm.
people came through.
They came through.
Some people came through just as
Amazing.
we were about to give up on the
Right.
week. Like I think the Wednesday of the week, we say if we don't get
Mm.
some money by Friday, we have to pull the plug. The
Yeah,
Wednesday, I
right.
think we got some
Right.
money. And
Yeah.
Right.
we didn't get all the money, we got just some, but that
Just
gave us
enough.
so much energy to
Mm,
say, yes, all right, it's happening, let's do it. People don't will not understand.
they don't.
You
They
you
don't.
understand? You
Anything
get
to
me?
do with culture, arts,
Yeah.
creativity, philanthropy, nonprofits, working from the Caribbean as your space that you're working from and for, it is
Mm.
triple.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
like it's humbling because, and I don't know if this is the same for St. Lucia, but I find that in St. Kitts and Nevis, the thought of a nonprofit, people don't fully understand. Like,
Mm.
yo, this is for the programs that we are running. The
Yeah.
programs that we are running for free have to be paid for. Like, we have to pay for the facilitators, we have to pay for the space, we have to feed our attendees, we have to
Yeah.
buy the resources.
Yep.
We are a
Yep. Yep.
nonprofit,
Yep.
right? So
Yep.
we're not
Yep.
making money so that we can we're not charging people for these things,
Yep.
right? But,
Yep.
a friend of mine in the States, she said to me, Shani, people gonna think that you're buying your clothes. And I said, well, they can't think that about me because I don't buy clothes. Everything I had,
Yeah.
I've had for years, right?
Yeah.
But
It's
it is a
it's
mindset where people truly feel that you are out there asking for donations so you could go and spend it on yourself.
yeah.
Or,
It's
or they don't. I
And I'm
think
like, what?
people have people feel entitled to culture, that the
Oh,
people are just supposed to do it. And the thing is,
magically.
Vokum came voluntarily, yeah.
Yeah,
So they took time off of work. They,
right.
some of them came, some of them paid their own way to get there.
Indeed.
We paid some of the it was like a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We were covering all of their other expenses. And I think people feel that because culture is supposed to be accessible to everyone,
Hmm.
that they are entitled to it. So then why should I pay
Yeah.
for something like that? But one of our good friends said to us, she said, you will always end up spending your own money. You,
Always, no
you
matter
will
what.
always end up
Yeah.
in some form of debt after. And that is what has happened. And
Oh,
it is because promises didn't come through
yes.
and people did not answer and
Yes.
things like that. But
Yeah.
are we doing it again next year? Yes.
Absolutely.
But I think it's learning the lessons.
yeah.
Because
Yes.
I
Yes.
think Sherween and I are dreamers.
Mm-hmm.
And in many ways, it's great because if we didn't dream in the way that we did, we would have never done all the things we said. Oh, so nice,
Exactly.
yeah, but the yeah, but the yeah, but the yeah, but I definitely think that we need someone who's able to manage things for us from an earlier time.
Yes.
Yeah. We have to start
Yes.
now,
You have to
really.
start now.
We
Yeah.
have to
And that's,
start
but
Because
now.
these are the things. And you're not going to know this unless you do the thing, right?
Exactly.
So you could
We
have sat down there and planned for years and years and years and years to do this, but you would still probably have the same challenges, Fiona and
exactly.
Sherween, because it's your pilot.
Yeah.
In filmmaking and in TV and broadcasting, you refer to the first one as the pilot. So
Yeah.
yeah,
this was your pilot. And the lessons that you've learned and the practical things that you're going to bring to the next iteration of this, all of that wouldn't be happening if you just didn't jump in and have the dream and do it.
Yeah.
Everything starts with your imagination. You imagine it before it becomes a reality. And you have to do it. You
yeah,
have to.
I
That's
I
the
will
only way.
not regret one
Yes.
bit of it. I'll be honest.
Yes.
See what because it was not just bringing Vokum down to St. Lucia
Mm.
to take part in Carnival. No,
Hmm.
we also did workshops. We
Hmm.
did a workshop in Soufre, and let me tell
Yes.
you, I wish it was better attended. You
Mm.
see the few people that came. You see the kids that came, and when
Oh.
we saw these children dancing and the way they took part and they wanted to know and they were so interested. And
Mm.
some of them, one of them, a little girl, boy, the spirit take her and the girl start dancing. I say, you see, that alone,
That made it worthwhile.
that made it worthwhile.
Yes.
The
Yes.
way that child was dancing and partaking. Then they start drumming, then they singing, then they, hey, and then they're teaching them about the whips and this and that. Listen, that in itself was enough. And then we went and we did the little déboulé in Soufre. I have to say a massive thank you to Soufre Foundation, because we gave them like 3 weeks, Fiona.
Yeah, but yeah.
About 3 weeks. We tell them, oi, we bringing them people down there for y'all. We need $10,000. Make it happen. And they made it happen.
And they made it happen. Look at that.
They made it happen in less than 3 weeks.
That is amazing.
To host them, bring them, feed them, give us the space, clear your roads, do this, do that. 3 weeks, if that, we gave them, and they made it happen. And I am so proud of what happened. I will forever be look at that and say, yeah, you know what? If that's it. But I know we did it. We did it.
You did it.
The Tewe Vaval, we did it. This week, under the mango tree, I invite you all to have a listen to Tewe Vaval by Ninja Dan and Vokum at the actual Tewe Vaval at St. Lucia Carnival 2025. Listen, that was an amazing, amazing event. I hope you enjoy it as much as we did. What is culture? What is tradition? We did it, and it was just magical. So many things were against that, so many things, aspects we couldn't at last minute when we couldn't apply for the license to do a bonfire. Tell us what were you going with that? You're like, get that.
There was a lot of bureaucracy to get through certain things, paperwork and conditions.
You understand? And to make it happen. To make it happen. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, Fiona, the two of us, and you see Kentilia, Kentilia was she came with us to Guadeloupe, and she was the workshop element. She pulled a team together to help us in the background. So whilst we're there, like the ducks, the swans on the water, the army working under it. They were amazing.
Wow.
Everybody was amazing and made it happen. We had some hiccups, but you know what? Learning process.
They're lessons. So next year when you guys come back, now in terms of timing, when you need to start, you could start now, basically. Now. Forest Springs, we had water. I have to call them out. The people who stepped up. Forest Springs, Gassa, the only local water supplier. Nice.
Yeah, they
very, very nice.
I love them. I'm happy.
So your overall carnival experience for St. Lucia Carnival 2025, Fiona.
You go first.
Fiona.
I will say, okay, so one of the things that happened is that on the Tuesday, they did Massa Congo. So Massa Congo is with the molasses. Molasses, everyone wears red. And Vokum has a lot of protocol. So when they are putting on the molasses, there are no pictures or photographs, even amongst each other. Okay. And the beach where we did the Tewe Vaval is on the highway. But after they did Massa Congo, they wanted to go to the beach behind the school because it's private, because they said the unmasking is a ritual and it's a private thing. So it's not for the public to see that, right? And so on the Tuesday, we decided to leave later. We said we want to get more people to see us. And, and then when we came out on the road, it's like the response from Solutions was audible, even above like the drumming. You hear people like, you just heard whoop and oh my God, and this, and people take pictures and videos and boom, and then the whips going, bah! And boy, me and Sherween like, yeah, this is exactly what we want. Like, yo, it was, so we're going down the highway and like you seen, we were passing some people in their little, now Tuesdays is no backpacks or no feathers. It's just bikini thongs, whatever. Right? It's the dress down day. And so, boy, people, they're thinking they're running, they're coming by us, taking pictures, ting. Then the whips going, bah! And I found that Lucians responded very well to the whips. I thought that they would have been afraid. It can sound like a gunshot, because it's very, very loud. But they loved it. We're like, yes. And people, you could see when you're passing people, and we were passing some of the smaller bands, they were so happy to see us.
Yes.
As if they loved the change. They loved, okay, this is a different scene. They loved the energy, like, yes. And some of the DJs, they lowered their music. So for when we passing the drumming and like, yes. And loads more people saw us on a Tuesday. And we were on the road for maybe about 45 minutes when we reached a roadblock, because we ended up being behind one of the bigger bands that have about 2,000 people. And we tried and passed, but the music truck was so loud. That Vokum could not hear himself.
Whoa.
And they were not allowing us to pass on the side to just get through so that we can continue out, because Vokum is about movement. The musicians say if they're not matching, they get tired, because it's the momentum of the music and the match. It's like a pendulum, right? And so if they're just standing up and playing, they get tired. So they need to be moving. And then they're just like stagnant. And then the music truck, like, I didn't realize how loud the music trucks are. Until I saw, like, Vokum could not hear himself at all. And like when they drum, it's 60 people there. It's 60 people drumming, and the music trucks like completely overpowered them. And so they gave up. And they turned back around and we marched back to the school. Well, they didn't march back, they walked back because they didn't bother play to going back. And that was hard. I felt defeated. I felt like the commercialism won, the big trucks and them won, they beat us. And, they went in the water and they unmasked and everything. And after that, everybody left the beach, and I was by the beach by myself. And I stayed in the water and I cried. And I was crying, and then I was hearing the boom, boom, boom of the big trucks again, and I felt like as if the trucks were just reminding, we win.
Right.
And it was very hard.
Oh.
And but then I'll tell you, Chantal, we did the Tewe Vaval and people came after, I know Vokum, for them, they said they must finish the work, because at the time they felt like maybe what's the point, but they walked down to the beach. They think we had the effigy, we burned it, whatever. They drummed. People came from other bands, they joined in, and it was very, very beautiful. And people were saying, thank you so much. This is exactly what we needed to close our carnival. But I think the impact is what we started to feel after. The messages that Sherween and I were getting. Thank you all so much. What y'all did. This was amazing. Y'all need to make sure they come back. Thank you. So even when your vision doesn't come through in the way that you wanted it to, you still have made an impact. And we did. We still so yes, but then I think it's not trying to compete with the big truck and them.
Yeah.
It's creating our own path, our own space, our own,
Yes,
let them be
Fiona,
chopping
and that
and
is
do
it
what they've
right
been chopping
there.
and doing.
Yes. Yes. Create your
So
own path and your own space within
yeah,
Carnival. That is,
yes.
and I love that you said that because it is such a beautifully perfect segue into my Culturama experience this year,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm.
Coming off of the year that was the 50th anniversary. So it was a very big year for Culturama. 51st year. For me, realistically, I wasn't expecting a repeat in numbers that came home for Culturama 50. It was a reunion year, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a milestone year, so I wasn't expecting those numbers again. And truthfully, I wasn't, in my mind, I wish that the committee had decided to almost have a soft Culturama. So maybe not come back and, with the usual big events or attempting to have the usual big events because they were still in recovery from last year. But I guess for them, it was important that they just continue on as usual. And I, I didn't intend to, well, I didn't have a troupe, obviously. But what ended up happening was that I was asked to judge two things: the Miss Culture, which is our equivalent of, I guess, Miss Nevis, and the Troops and Band Parade, which I thought was hilarious when they asked me. I'm like, you guys are seriously asking me to be a judge for the parade, which you basically gave me no support for last year.
Mm.
I was like, what's happening? Is this the Twilight Zone? But you know what? I put that aside because for me, it's very personal. My family founded Culturama, and Culturama is us, it's the people, it's community. It's not about depending on the government to put together this festival or to make it or to give it the energy and give it the vibes. We are the energy, we are the vibes, right? So my Culturama unofficially started. My little cousin was a contestant in this petite, it was like a petite modeling show. So it was what we call one of the alternative or fringe events. So it wasn't a part of the official Culturama lineup. It was a fringe event which happened just before the season. So I went to that. We had a blast. My little 7-year-old cousin did amazingly well. She came second runner up, I think. She's so brave, so confident. And the whole show itself, organized by a young girl here in Nevis, a young woman, not girl. She did so well, wonderfully entertaining, smooth flowing. People were like, well, damn, this better than the Miss Nevis show, just in terms of the flow. And it was like, okay. But now leading into Culturama, I was a judge for the Miss Nevis. That Queen show, the contestants were top tier. No, not Miss Nevis. I was a judge for Mr. Cool. What am I saying? Like,
Eh,
duh. I was a judge for Mr. Cool, and that was amazing. It was a very long show. And I did give some feedback to the organizers who were very open. But in terms of the flow of the show, and that's the thing, you couldn't figure out why it was so long because the flow was so good. The contestants were top tier, but then you're like, oh, there's too many sections. It's like, no, there's too many sections. So anyway, that was my feedback. Whether they take it down or not, who knows? Great. So put me in the vibe. I then went to the Miss Culture show because we had an Island Girls Rock member who was a part of the show. She came first runner up. She lost by 1 point. So of course the usual talk in Nevis is now
Mm-hmm.
laughable. They cheat. No, no one cheated. It was just a really close competition, unfortunately. Or fortunately for the attendees. Really well done. So for me, like I was enjoying my Culturama experience. But then people were complaining about Culturama. They were saying it didn't have any vibes, it didn't have any energy. And I'm like, am I attending the same Culturama festival? Because
mm,
the few things that I went to, like I went to Poets in the Square, it was great. The poets were wonderful. I think she's the Minister of Gender Affairs. she wrote a poem. It was wonderful, talking about the fact that, yeah, Culturama is community, is we. Like, y'all need to come out and give it the vibes, right? You can't depend on the shows or the events themselves. Like, you actually have to come and give it the vibe. That's where the energy comes from. And even if you decide not to go to any of those, you can celebrate Culturama in your community. So organize a community event. All your neighbors come out, play some tunes, play some dominoes. Everybody bring a cultural meal, whatever. But you can make it your own,
Let
even
me
if you
tell
don't
you,
want to go to the main parts of it, right? So it's
I
like
find people are quarreling too much and they're not doing nothing
quarreling,
about it. Me and Sherween,
quarreling.
me and Sherween may be mad things, but those
Oh,
say, do not say, we do not do. Yeah,
things.
We just talk.
You
yeah, because
contribute, you participate, in your way. And that's the thing. You do it in your
do
way.
it your way.
Have
Do
a
it.
barbecue. Tell your friends, come, let's have a Culturama Beach Lime. Let's not depend on the event organizers and their things, right? Like, decide, okay, you know what? I'm going to host a workshop, a dance workshop. Like, do things.
If you're saying you're tired of seeing people in the same kind of costume,
We'll do something
okay, well
different.
then just well make your own.
Make your
Make your
own.
own thing. Oh, they
But
don't do it old mass again, but you
thank
can.
you.
Old mass is
People are
free,
like,
and you
oh,
can do
they're
it.
tired of the same old, same old. Well, do
Do
something
something.
different.
Well, do
Come and do
something.
something different then. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, Fiona.
No, it
It really
doesn't.
doesn't. It doesn't. You can have a Juve troupe without having packages. Tell everybody come in the pajamas.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I people are complaining, but you know what's good is this year we had a lot more old mass.
I love
Yeah.
Um,
that.
Last
yes.
year we
I
were the
love
only
that.
two women in
Seriously
old
love
man.
that.
This year they had how many of us?
For you, me, well, five. So there's you,
Five.
me, Tariba, Kimi, and Sherween. So two saints. Kimi and Indira. So
Right.
yes, so now there were five. And there was also
Best
another
visit
friend of
next year.
ours.
Yeah.
Um, another friend of ours who participated as well. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
participate last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just doing it. Just
It's
do it.
just doing it. If you see something you don't like about Culturama, then do something about it and
Yep.
stop being so dependent on the government, because governments are going to change, right? And you're going to just keep on with the same rhetoric. Oh, government kill Culturama. How can
No,
government kill Culturama? How? They're killing you? What are you doing?
exactly.
And I am not affiliated with any party, right? I am not biased towards whoever is in, they're there to serve us absolutely 100%. They are there to serve us. They are the highest order of public servants, right?
Mm,
They are there to serve us, to ensure our safety, our health, our well-being, our education, all of these things. Yes, but then don't depend on them to do things for Culturama. Let them focus
yes.
on making sure we have a hospital, a proper,
Exactly.
thriving
Yes.
hospital.
Yes.
Let them focus on our infrastructure. Let them focus on getting our schools ready for the new term, right? That's their responsibility. And yes, of course, they are here to support us in Culturama. And yes, make sure that all the things are put in place. Make sure that the permits or whatever need to be issued so that no cars driving up and down the road when we're having the parade. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
make sure those things are done. But when it comes to, putting the blame solely on the shoulders of whatever
Yeah,
government is
exactly.
in, whoever it is, me not care if it's CCM, NRP, Alawi, wherever. No, it is us that make Culturama
We
and
have
give it the
to.
vibes and
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
And how can you do that? I'm not even saying you have to participate in stuff, but support it. Come out and support it.
Yeah.
I agree.
And yes,
I agree.
I even as a judge, I was disappointed with the parade. But I know why there weren't that many troops. I had a troop last year, and after my experience last year,
Exactly.
I
You
Yes.
did not come back
understand.
this year. I need a break.
You understand.
Okay. The lack of support, not just from the government, but from private sector.
Private
Everyone.
sectors. Because Chantal, let me tell you,
Mm,
remember we had that issue last year in Nevis as well.
yes.
We went to get drinks.
Oh.
Some places were offering drinks, not for just I'm not just talking for us bringing Bukum, but some places offering drinks,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to buy the drinks first and they match what you give. Like,
Yeah.
so I have to pay to
Yeah, come
market
on
you.
now.
Yeah.
I have
Like,
to pay
dude.
to market you and to promote you. I'm paying for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want me, I okay, you gain some promotion. You want the promotion, you want the this, you want the that,
Yeah.
but to buy drinks, no.
Dude,
Like, where
that's
did
not
that come
sponsorship.
from?
That is
That is
not a
not
sponsorship.
sponsorship.
You're
It
basically telling me
isn't.
buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one
You have
free,
not sponsored me.
basically. No, you're not sponsoring.
You have not
Yeah,
sponsored
and
me.
so it's that
Yeah.
attitude. I think before I'm learning that before
Mm.
businesses used to have a lot more budget put towards
Yes, they
agriculture
did.
and sponsorship and marketing and stuff like that. Now they
Yeah,
just don't.
they don't.
Now they don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of,
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
the thing is,
It's a big lesson. Eh? It's a
Yeah,
big
it's a
lesson
learning
for me.
curve.
I
Yeah.
think what it is that they have to is especially when they don't know you like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm,
and I think
Yes.
it's the sponsors they go where is what's safe and what they know. So they'll
yeah.
sponsor some of the same. So like in Saint Lucia, I will see the same sponsors for the same events,
Same. Yeah.
Always.
Everything.
making the
Yeah.
same
Always.
cycles over and over. I'm like, okay, this is just very safe and very comfortable. And they're
Yes.
not being very innovative in their thinking about,
No.
No.
and then I think also too, it's with a good old nepotism.
Oh,
Now,
all of
Yes.
that.
hear me
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
Hear me
Yeah.
out. Some of the blinds we got is because they knew us.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know nothing about Vokum. They never
Mm.
they never felt the drum. They never gone in Guadeloupe and feel the spirit of Vokum, so they believe in what it
Mm.
is. No, they believed in Sherween and Fiona.
And Fiona. Yes.
So
Yes.
yes, we too were benefactors of that, right? But at
Mm.
least we're doing something that is to heavily contribute back, not to make like
Yeah.
a nice fit.
Yeah.
Now, so in ways that there are positives. With in the Caribbean it is who you know. So I think I think for us with this whole thing, at least this year we could say, look, this is what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you saying now, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think next
Exactly.
year next
Now
year
you have
definitely
the
will be
collateral.
easier.
Yeah.
But I do think sponsors do throw out a lot of money. They still do.
Mm-hmm.
I will still see the Bank of St. Lucia's and the Lucilex and the
Oh,
this and
yeah.
all these
Yeah.
feds and the KFCs and the
Oh,
this and
yeah.
the Blue Waters. They still do. But I think what it is well, one, these carnival bands secure their sponsorship from early.
Early,
They're
Mm-hmm.
already
early.
talking to
Yeah.
them from next year. I think
Mm-hmm.
they have their 5-year commitments. We'll thing you out for five
Right.
years, and so it's about Sherween and I are very new in this game.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know most of the people,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're like, oh, call so and so from Fing. Don't you know so and so? No, I don't. I don't
Mm.
know that person. And then you have to send those emails, and they don't recognize our names. They
Oh,
don't know.
girl.
They don't know us like that.
Humbling.
It is.
It's
But
very
it's
humbling,
at
Chantal.
the
It's
end of the
very
day,
humbling.
though, your intentions, you're coming from an authentic space. You're not doing this to make money. You're
You're
doing
okay.
this literally for the culture, right? That is what you're doing it for. And so, yes, lessons will be learned. Absolutely. And, there's things that motivate other people, but that's not our concern, right? Our concern is why we are doing this and the impact it's going to have. And so you learn to put your ego and pride aside, because that's what I've had to do over and over again for Island Girls Rock. The chasing up people who have promised to donate, like, to the last minute before we went to Barbados, to the day before, we
Mm-hmm.
still hadn't purchased one of the tickets because someone had promised to cover the final amount and we just couldn't get a hold of them.
It's mad.
They just not answer.
And it was no, they were away, and then they weren't coming back until the day before, and so they were going to write a check, and it's like, oh my god, then I have to cash a check, like, oh my god. It was, yeah, but I
Oh,
will do it
you know
over.
too.
I will do it again. I will do it
You know
over and
too.
over again because of the impact.
It's having. You have to have startup capital
Yeah,
because things are going to happen like that.
yeah,
People are going to say, "I'll pay for it.
yeah,
I'll write you a check, or I'll pay for it, and you pay for it, and I'll give you the money back."
you know.
And this is where the things become. This is where it becomes difficult because they expect that you have something.
Yeah, but we're not a business, Fiona. We are a non-profit.
Yeah, no,
That's the thing. For Island Girls Rock, it's very different. I mean, we're working to change that, but nonprofits very rarely, unless you're a certain size nonprofit, very rarely have, the money right there. So okay, yes, they will reimburse me. Like, especially the size that we're at. We're more grassroots right now than nonprofit. And Nevis has stopped incorporating nonprofits. They've put a hold on it. So even officially, we can't apply for many things because we don't have the paperwork, because they've stopped incorporating nonprofits in Nevis because of money laundering.
Wow.
So there's all kinds of challenges being a nonprofit here in Nevis. Many, many challenges. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Well,
So
we're looking through ours. We have to come back to the drawing board. I'm waiting for Fiona to
yeah.
return home
She waiting for me
and
to come out and do work.
Yeah.
and return to the first to start back. If
You
we
should-
go
you
to,
should
you
see my
say it with
face.
your whole chest.
You should see my face.
You say it with your whole chest. Are we coming back next year? Yes.
Yes.
But we have to start
And
it now
I
when we
am
can
coming
start
back
You know what to
freelancing.
do?
100%
You know what you
next
can
year
do,
for
Sherween?
Nevis.
You need to hire a project manager. Yeah, we can just show up and be beautiful. All right. we ain't managing nothing next year.
If we
Oh
have to
my
hire, you
God.
said the right thing, hire a project manager.
I love that. But then
Hire a
that's why you
project
apply for
manager.
grants. You apply for grants so that you can pay your project manager. So as you said, Fiona, you can just show up and be beautiful and be the character and do all the things, but you have someone that you can pay from your grant to manage the project. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because being all the things, it's very, very hard. And it comes to a point where it's no longer sustainable. Because
Oh,
that's
honey,
where we are with Island
trust
Girls
me.
Rock. It's no longer sustainable, which is why we're about to announce our core team, because I cannot do this alone. It's been practically just me on the ground here in Nevis. I can't do it.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Well, darling.
I need to share this. So there's sometimes, right?
Oh God.
There's sometimes showing there, and with her anxious self, she'd
Oh,
come
Sherweening,
and she would
right?
have this look on her face. Fiona, we need to do this thing right now. So it could be just a thing, right? It could be to send an email or to go and pick up, I don't know, something or whatever. And she come in this wave of panic. So I say, instead of me matching that energy with, oh my God, for sure, I would respond to her. I said, so she come, Fiona, we need to do this ABC now. And I said, I'll answer like this. Okay, so does it have to be done right now? Can we do it in an hour's time? Because we haven't eaten yet. No, but no, I said, but is it okay if were they explicit in saying that it needs to be done right at this very moment, or can we have breakfast first? Right? And and then I'll be talking like really low. So I said, is it possible for us to have breakfast first? Because none of us have eaten.
Wow.
And I think I wish but Fiona, no, because the place is going to close and it's going to close for lunch. And right? And I'll be like, okay, so but if we send it in an hour's time, it will still make it in time, right?
Chantal.
This showing
Chantal, let me tell you something. I watched Fiona on many occasions over July, the month of July, and
Right.
I swear to God, my fists were clenched, and I wanted to box her a few times and
Oh,
shake
no.
her and give her a drop kick every now and then, just to
Right.
wake her ass up. Because, and every time she was doing me that, she was doing it. I don't know when she see it. I don't know what fucking app she go on, and she saw and she just like, I'm like a fucking idiot. I falling for it every time because I get vexed.
No,
Okay.
but it's not to get you vexed. It's because Sherween,
She wants to de-escalate by flipping. It was patronizing.
by being calm,
Mm.
because it was every day, several times a day,
I can imagine.
sometimes back to back. We need to do this now. The ship
I
is
can.
sinking.
My
That's
poor
not
Sherween.
no,
Lord.
So
no, no. Let me. Hey. Don't have me on that. Don't have me on that.
I'm
It is.
paraphrasing.
It is. It is us knowing we have to be up early the next day, but deciding we're gonna party till 3 o'clock in the morning the
Yeah.
night before. And
No.
Yeah.
then, and then the next morning, when we have to be up, we have to move. People
Oh,
don't want to wake up in
God.
their beds because they all in a flipping pretzel over one
Very
another in
true.
the room in the bed, and they want
Mm.
to get up and
Very
legs,
true.
everything wrap up, and they want to get up and make breakfast. Like we
Yeah.
have 10,000 things to do first thing in
So
the morning.
okay, hold on, eh. Now this was me and him went to, in the entire time, went out once. Went out once. Everything else was work. We went to one fit. I'm not talking about that. The general lead up, every day there was, we need to go and pick up this. I need to go and drop that. I need to go, and whatever. And so I said, if I was to match the anxiety, everybody will be cortisol level 5,000, right?
Mm.
So it was a thing of, oh, not just to dilly-dally, to prance around, to have breakfast, but it was, if we don't look after ourselves at this moment in the day,
Right.
we're going to crash and burn later, because we're not prioritizing ourselves.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
prioritizing
Yeah,
the
but can
demands
we
of others.
prioritize? Can we prioritize at a time when it's less urgent or some?
So
You
that's why
understand,
I asked, that's why the question would be, do they need it right now, or what if they got it in an hour?
Fiona?
You see?
Chantal.
Lord.
We both know our girl, yeah.
I do.
And we both know me, and
I
you
was
all
just
know
gonna
me
say,
as
but I
well.
also know you,
And you also
Sherween.
know
So the,
me. So
the
I
whole
am saying I
dynamic.
better. I'm saying we need each other because
Yes.
What
leave
I will
Fiona there.
say,
Yes.
Leave Fiona there. It will be all Miss Time Optimist.
The time
Fiona.
optimist.
no, let me
Mm.
tell you,
Miss Time Optimist. Oh, it will get done.
let
Yeah.
me
It
tell
will
you
get done. It will get
that it
done.
always
It will
gets
get
done.
done. It always gets done with
Sherween.
you being in a flipping when it's last minute
Yeah.
being done and you in crisis mode and
But
smoke coming out of your ears. That's what I don't want for you.
Ladies and
but so
gentlemen,
with the smoke
welcome to
coming
my
out of
world
your ears,
when
no.
Sherween and Fiona are together in one space and I am stuck in the
All right.
middle,
We
listening
Okay,
to
need
one, then the
there
other.
needs to
It
be
is like a
somewhere
tennis
in the
match.
middle.
Okay?
Okay,
Tennis
there
what
needs to
I
be
match.
will
some
say,
meet in the middle. My
Welcome to my
anxiety
world.
needs to come down, and your level of um um time optimism needs to go up because
I think what people misconstrue is,
Mm-hmm.
I I I I hide some of my feelings
Mm-hmm.
a lot, because if I know that someone is anxious
Mm-hmm.
or angry or upset or whatever, and I come with that same energy, it's going to make it worse,
Yes, this
right?
is true.
sometimes you need
So a
to.
lot of the times I am experiencing a lot of anxiety, and sometimes I will do that by being quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And then people, and at the time, optimism is not me being dismissive of urgency. It's not being dismissive of urgency. It's me saying, okay, it can be done. And then we can squeeze in this and we can squeeze in that and whatever. Right. But then one thing that I am also trying to like break myself away from is when someone asks me, requests something of me, to think that they mean right now.
Yes.
Fiona, can you have a look at this? Can you send your invoice? Oh my God, I need to send invoice now.
Yes.
Because my mom does that. My mom
Right.
will see something and then her anxiety will go all the way up. Oh my God, this person is, and then it's actually from my brother. My brother will say, okay, did they ask for it that they need it right now? Or if you can send it in the space of an hour. And that is what I'm trying to avoid. Right. So when I see my mother's anxiety and she'll see a message on WhatsApp, on email, and assume that the person, if someone says, can you do this? Assuming and the person means, can you do this right now?
Yeah.
And that is what I am trying, not just with the project that happened over the summer, but with everything that I'm doing. Because I'm realizing it's not healthy for me to assume. And sometimes I will do it and I break my ass and bust my ass to get to give that person that thing. And then I'll not hear from them.
Exactly.
For the
That
rest
part.
of the day.
That part.
So, it's not just that summer project or Sherween or anything. It's me on a whole. Because I'm trying to manage my own anxiety, because with the Caribbean, it's a lot of things, Gasa.
Yeah.
Ask me when last has the podcast been when last I record a podcast episode. It hasn't been since February.
Yeah.
Right? It's on me. Editing on me. Emails on me. Posting online, on TikTok, on
Yeah.
Thread,
It's a
on
lot.
Instagram, on me.
Everything.
So when I start to mount all of the things that I have to do, it's very anxiety inducing. Then I have my other obligations with the repair campaign.
Yeah.
All of those things are on me to do it. So I have to manage my anxiety. Otherwise, I will crash.
Yeah.
I just crash a lot.
You will burn out. Absolutely, Fiona. You will. But ladies, I feel that even though we haven't been in touch, we have had almost similar summer experiences in regards to St. Lucia Carnival, Nevis Culturama, lessons being learned, but still producing really wonderful core memories for everyone that would have participated and witnessed the magic that you have been creating. And so, of course, there's always improvements to be made. There's always lessons to be learned. But even steeped in the challenges, what has been bringing you joy this summer?
Roger.
Roger.
You know what?
And I know for Sherween, this is especially difficult.
It is
Mm,
because boy, like I said, I'm resting. I'm in rest mode.
okay. Okay.
So I'm not even looking for
Right. Right.
but something has brought me joy.
Oh,
My daughter,
yeah.
Jade, my JJ. And I know we say we're not talking about we're not using trend and thing
But
already.
we haven't in a while. So come on now.
Yes, exactly. My JJ. So first of all, Jade just finished university after 4 years. She's
Amazing.
graduating in November. She got a first class
Of
honors
course she
degree
did. I mean,
in
expect anything else.
politics, international relations,
Mm,
with South Korean studies on the side.
Amazing.
Okay.
listen.
My child speaks Hangul, reads, writes, speaks Hangul. And I'm
That's
like, how could I be even proud of this child? That child is so amazing. Then child just went and accepted a job. Today was her first day on the job as a junior policy advisor to the Treasury in the UK. Let me tell you
what?
something. I
What?
am so yes
Oh my
on
God.
a
Jade.
3 year contract. On a 3 year contract because she's just leaving university.
Wow.
Yes. And I'm like,
Congratulations, Jade.
child, you couldn't make me any prouder if you tried. And I'm so happy. I'm so proud of her.
Amazing.
She's bringing me a lot of joy, and it's her humility as well. I'm happy, and I want her to be. Jade is a star.
She is a star.
Jade is a
Come on
star, and
now.
I want Jade to shine. And you see that humble thing. I
Mm,
will get you too far. I tell her, hey, you see that humble thing? You better stop it. You better
mm.
know the type of star quality you have, and this
Yes.
needs you. And you go out there and shine, and don't let nobody come and dim that. You understand?
Mm.
So it's that humility. Put it aside for now, my girl. Go there and shine and be the
I love
boss.
this. I
Yeah,
love
because you are.
it.
She
Well
worked hard for
done.
it.
Mm.
So
Come
my
on,
baby
Jade.
girl has been bringing me joy,
I
lots
love
of joy, and she's not only she's been looking after my son Lucas. She's been
that.
looking after Lucas. Lucas is now off to university. She's moved from Leeds to
Mm,
back to London. My girl is just I can't. I don't know. I don't know.
mm.
I'm just very fortunate to have three amazing, wonderful kids. And yeah, they're bringing me joy. Jade's bringing me joy
I
this year.
love that. Please tell Jade congratulations from me.
I
She's
will. I
awesome.
will.
She is a star. She is a star, though. She is. Fiona, my love, what has been bringing you joy? I'm curious.
Why are you laughing like that?
I don't know.
We all know why.
Sherween, I was trying to be straight faced, poker
You
face
know you
always.
have a straight face when you drop the thing like that.
Oh,
Why you bringing you joy?
it's been bringing
Yeah,
you
you are
joy,
right.
Fiona Compton.
What has brought me joy this summer, Chantal,
Yes.
amongst the madness and mayhem,
Mm-hmm.
is that yes, I have a man. Okay,
Mm.
I am currently in a relationship.
Right.
Yes,
I would you
and
care to expound on that a little, please?
Go on, Chantal. I love you. Go
Yes.
on. This is why I love. We have to hold things back from Chantal, then drop it on her because she coming with all the right questions. Oh, yes,
Yes.
Fiona. Could you
Yeah.
expound on that a little bit,
A
please?
little bit,
okay.
Fiona.
All right, I shall expound on it. In
Mm.
the end of March 2025,
Oh my.
I was prancing around the New
Mm-hmm.
Orleans streets.
Mm-hmm.
In the second line, it was a sunny Sunday afternoon,
Beautiful.
and I was frolicking around with all the music playing, and I felt a force on the side of my face, like a force, like
Mm-hmm.
an invisible force. And I was like, yo, what's that? And like I turned and I looked, and above all the heads of hundreds of dancing people, there was this Rasta man stand up
Mm-hmm.
on the top of a truck, and he was wearing a white and gold suit.
Oh my.
And this man gave me the most radiant but gentle smile. And I looked at him and I blew him a kiss.
Oh, just so.
And the kiss blew across the heads of the dancing people. And then he captured it.
Mm.
And then he gestured me to come over. And I crossed the road and zigzagged through all the people. And then I looked up at him and he looked down at me, and his smile. So I got to
Mm.
see his teeth. He has the most perfect teeth.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You know, I've had some teeth trauma.
Me and you both. Oh, life.
What a
Yeah.
teacher.
Listen, and I'm very sensitive about teeth because my teeth are far from perfect.
It's not
Far.
about perfection, my girl, but listen, I've had, yes, some
Okay.
difficult life experiences
Okay.
with certain men and teeth, but um, he smiled at me, the most radiant smile. And I said, hi. So what's your name? He says, and he told me his name.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him mine. And then we
Mm-hmm.
exchanged numbers and we have been in touch. And I left New Orleans the very next day. So I didn't see him again after that, but we stayed in touch. And then I've been back to New Orleans, I think twice in between that time or once. I can't remember.
Once you went back
You went
once.
back
Once.
pretty quickly after that, Fee, I remember.
Very quickly. I've never seen somebody accept a trip so fast. But
Listen,
anyway,
I
we
was like, but wait,
digress.
didn't she just get okay?
Yes, yes,
Anyway,
yes. We digress.
anyway, and that trip was extended. Anyway, moving on. So yes, this said gentleman who is full of Southern hospitality, who insists on opening my car door and is kind and who loves me very pridelessly. And I say that
And
in a way
openly.
very openly and not performatively. Some fellas will want to show you love, but they're doing it a way to perform in front of your friends and family.
Yes, yes.
That's not what he's doing. Very, like I said, without pride. And I'm not used to that. I've been around men who are very prideful in how they love.
Okay.
And so he came to St. Lucia. He was there in all of the madness.
Oh,
He was there
wow.
in all of the madness, and he
Bless
handled
him.
it really, really well.
Oh,
He did.
nice.
So yes, it did bring me joy to have hugs and kisses. And yes, it was very, very beautiful to have him there.
I'm very happy, Fiona. I mean, you have sent me some videos of you both,
Mm-hmm.
and you look very happy and
They're
loved up,
cute.
as does he.
Yeah.
As does he. Yes.
We're very cute. We
You're
are.
very cute together.
Yes,
I
we
have
are.
to
Cute.
say.
Yes, they're cute.
Yes.
Sherween's like,
It's my head in when you say I around them for too long. And
Sometimes she
after a while, I just be like, okay, wait.
oh my
Enough.
goodness.
Can't do the food wheeling for too long, because whoa.
Girl, the third wheel
yes.
position is not cute. It's not
At time
cute.
her mouth just be long, but she say you're looking so cute is annoying.
Like you can't even be vexed, right,
I can't
Sherween?
be
yes,
vexed.
You
I
can't even
want
be
to be vexed,
vexed.
but I'm
But you
like,
can't.
I can't. So I just have to, just
yes.
shut up and
Oh
let
my
them be
goodness.
cute.
I love it. I'm loving that you are both able to lean into some of the joys that this summer is offering to you.
So, Shani, what has been bringing you joy?
Well, Sherween, I think you know part of what has been bringing me joy this summer because I've been sending you updates on your child. So my
Yes,
nieces and nephews
yes.
are here. My summer has been so far a very auntie focused summer. My summer has been auntie activated. And it started with the youngest, my youngest niece, Naima, 4 years old. Since she was in England, when people were asking her, what are you doing this summer? She was very clear that she was going to Nevis to swim with Auntie Shani, right? That was her response. Because from since she was a baby, I mean, Naima's been swimming since she was a baby. My sister's been taking her to swimming classes, etc. But when she comes here in the summer, Naima and I are in the water. So for whatever reason, she associates Nevis with going swimming with Auntie Shani. It just so happened, divine alignment, that there was a swimming camp starting a few days after Naima would be arriving. So we went up, we signed her up. She's here now, taking her to her first day. Now, Sherween knows Naima. Naima is 4, but I think she's maybe 44 in actuality. Okay? She's very
Naima,
confident.
Naima, Naima is
Naima.
a confident young lady.
She
She
really
know her
is.
whole life. She
Mm-hmm.
already have her whole life mapped out in front of
Mm-hmm.
her, and she had that down here to take nobody's BS. Okay,
None. Not a
Naima
soul.
is in her own little world doing her own thing, and
Yep.
she's doing it fabulously with all the fabulousness she has. She's doing
She
it. So
truly is.
that's
Okay.
Naima.
That's
Naima is
Naima.
a child right behind my own heart.
She isn't. She is
Should have made
Sherween's
her.
child. Yeah, she definitely is. She is. And so, whilst her older sister and her older cousins were going off to tennis camp, Naima was like, yeah, whatever, bun y'all. I go in swim camp with Auntie Shani. So I was tasked with making sure that Naima gets to swim camp. I stay with her. So in my mind, taking her to swim camp, I'm going to sit on a bench, make sure I could see her, and do my work. Well, that did not happen. Okay.
Nope.
Because Naima was like, so wait, you think you gonna just leave me with these people, with my coach? And the swim camp was so lovely. It was set up in groups of the age, and each of them had their swim coach and another adult there with them. Just wonderful, wonderful. But Naima, for whatever reason, who is not afraid of water, who loves being in and under the water, very used to wearing her goggles, her swim cap, all the things. Naima turned quiet the first day and very reluctantly went off with her swim coach. I'm there, I'm on a Zoom call, I look over, I say, I don't like my niece's body language. What's going on? So I paused the Zoom call and I went over. Naima is crying. I said, wait, my niece don't cry. The coach was like, Shani, I don't know what's going on. It's not the water, but she just looks so sad. So I'm like, what's going on? And you know when kids are crying, but they're not making noise, it's just the tears.
Ooh, that's the worst
That's the
ones.
worst. I was like, what is happening? So I said, Naima, what's wrong? What's the matter? And I said, you don't want to be in the water? No, that's not it. I said, well, what's going on? She want me to be in the water with her.
She right.
I was like, okay. So I had to go back to my Zoom, finish up my Zoom meeting. And then, so for the rest of that week, I was a swim coach. Okay. I had to be in the water with the other coaches with my niece. And when she's in the water, she's fine. Naima's a fish. Like she is a literal, she is showing even the older ones in her group. She's fearless. You know, the coach tell her to do something. Okay, bet, got that. You want me to dive? Okay, see ya. Putting on my goggles, I gone. Naima's floating. There was one day where the head coach was like, best swimmer of the day goes to Naima. Okay, but she basically was like, maybe y'all didn't understand when I said I'm going swimming with Auntie Shani. So I don't know who tell y'all that I can just be at swim camp in the water with these people when I've been saying I'm going swimming with my aunt. Okay? So that has been the tone of my summer. My summer has been ruled by my nieces and my nephews all summer. All summer. And I have had to really, because I'm working still. You know, we did this whole big pre-order for Island Girls Rock. The people them who have the t-shirts, for whatever reason, didn't send the t-shirts when we order. So now everything is delayed, right? Because we print them here in Nevis, but the actual products, we get them from a supplier in Miami. And it's just been like managing all of these moving parts. So, you know, Island Girls Rock, Culturama, but recognizing that I only get to see my nieces and nephews once a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So if it's that, I have to prioritize them and everything else is kept moving, then that's what has to happen. So there were many meetings that I've had to cancel. And you know what? It hasn't hurt me to cancel them.
Right.
Because the joy, the moments that I'm getting to spend with my nieces and nephews are priceless.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely priceless. There was one night, my nephews and I were outside on, we have a deck. We went out on the deck. We're looking at the stars. We're naming the stars. Then my older niece, Yinka Ray, comes out. She joins in. You know, Yinka has gone to yoga class with me. Fiona, your girl, Yinka.
I not taking you on her, as she's still 6 months in my mind. All right, thank you.
Fiona said, and I thank you. I sent Fiona a picture of Yinka in her Carnival Culturama costume. Fiona said, I rebuke. I am not. Nope, I'm not looking.
No,
This is not
that's
my
it.
little baby Yinka.
No.
Yes. But we have already decided that Yinka Ray is individual frontline. She is not about the section and backline. Whereas Ms. Naima,
Naima wants to be in all the sauce.
and Naima was in her element on the road because the children
Naima
do
wants to be in
actual
all the sauce.
routines. Listen, Naima had she routine down. Okay, she was not playing. Whereas Yinka was more concerned with everyone else and what they were doing, so they didn't interfere with her costume. So she's definitely individual. Okay? Yeah. So,
Yes.
yeah, my nieces and nephews, all the joy. It's been wonderful. Truly, truly wonderful. Yeah, that's what brought me joy this summer and will continue to do so. And that is it for me.
Well, folks, as you can see, it was a very eventful summer. And I mean, that's just a very condensed piece of it.
Yep.
I think it just goes to show that we are all collectively free mad women, and we appreciate y'all for sticking with us to listen
For
to
so
our
long.
podcast.
I'm trying to judge them. I'm trying to
Like, y'all still here?
Yo,
We're
there
still
really.
here. We love you all so
The
much.
madness that going on there.
Yeah, y'all still here. Okay, all right. But
We love you all. We love you all.
we really do love y'all. And listen, like Chantal keeps saying, some are not done, Some are
Mm-mm.
can't done.
Summer
Summer
can't
can done.
done. Summer
Summer
can't
can done.
done.
Okay, Kes, we love you.
So please just enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And remember always that a shared journey,
Praise.
anxiety.
Fuck you, Fiona. Bye.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Relatable, because a shared journey brings hope.